I remember seeing on your Instagram recently, you visited the island where your dad lives. What's that like? What's that part of the world like? What is life like there? How do you feel when you're in the West Indies?
How I feel today is very different from how I felt the first time I went.
Okay. How old were you when you went first
I
time?
was all of, I must be 15 or 16. And I had a culture shock. Because, one, you have women who are so comfortable in their bodies. They don't give a damn. They don't give a damn about anything, really, literally. And they're out there on the streets doing their thing. It's almost like a parallel universe where, when you say, how you see movies and you see people on the corner of the street eating these exotic fruits and also doing a little dance, and they're also listening to music, but they're also working. It's the ideal situation. It is amazing. But I had a culture shock because I said, wow, you have everyone knows the other person. That's how small the island is. And, you have my dad drive down and he's just windows down saying hello to every fifth person. There is no hierarchy. There's no star power. And I mean, this is the same father who's on a giant hoarding in all of Antigua at all times, but also drives his own car, picks up his own groceries, drives around and says hello to everyone from the fruit seller to the... It is an incredible world. And it's safe. It is... it's magical because I, for the first time, saw that people were so comfortable in their own skin. Everyone is just waiting to break into song and dance. Everyone is in that state of mind. And it's green. You turn around, suddenly there's enough blue. There's enough of the hills. There's enough of great food. Like the waiter would be a friend of my dad's from school or something. Or when I went to the airport, the guy who was helping me with my luggage was a friend of his from school, and they were having a chat in the corner. And there is no... And I remember the first time I went, I saw my dad had come to get me. And he was just sitting around at the airport, unbothered. He had his cap on his face and he was taking a nap, waiting for me, So it's just, there's no... Because I was like, oh, security and this and that is going to be a whole thing. None of it. So they're living in a parallel universe. They're living in a time where everybody's one, and great aesthetic. You have walls that are green and blue and yellow all at the same time, and it just works. And if you're lucky, you will just stroll into a supermarket or you'll stroll into a little restaurant for a drink or for an afternoon swim or something, and there'll be Andy Roberts just hanging around there. And everyone's just pals.
Yeah.
So it's such a different world from Mumbai.
As a teenager, was there ever a moment where you're like, I don't want to do this anymore. I'm going to the island. I don't live here anymore because it's just too...
No, I've become too hardwired into city life. When I go there now, I go there and I enjoy it. I enjoy the break. I enjoy all of that. But I don't think that I've become a hardwired, like...
Mumbaikar. Yeah.
Like, just give me the traffic. I must sit in the car for an hour. I love my little world here too.
Yeah.
To be honest, I like the frenzy of Mumbai. And I like the pace. But I know that most days when I'm fretting, I know that my dad's out in the water, in the sea, all by himself on a 2-hour swim. And he will probably eat the best mango of his life.
Of your parents, and I'll ask about your mom as well, what is the strongest thing your dad has taught you? If you were to think back, saying, okay, this is what I learned from him. This is what I apply into my life. What would that be?
Literally and figuratively, always play on the front foot. Always. And I think he is, how do I say it? He is such an individual and he's so complete on his own that he needs no one. He is content by himself. He went out there and achieved the greatest of things that, a sports person could. He has respect. He has a lot of self-respect. And he does things at his own pace, in his own time, in his own way. And I don't think that he wastes time with small talk or being seen everywhere or heard at everything or being connected to the rest of the world. I think he very much said that my purpose into this world was to come out there, play great cricket, empower my people through that great cricket, and then retreat into my own shell. And I think that I'm in many ways like that.
In fact, in context of the conversation we're having, a lot of people say that sport teaches you failure and teaches you how to deal with failure because it's just two sides of a coin.
And how to deal with it alone. Right? Because, see, tennis is an individual sport.